Hello YouTube, this is RCB200 Productions with a new video for you today, and it's been a long time since I've made an English video. Actually, it's been a long time since I've made a video. I've been making these small videos about a hot seat campaign, but it's all in Portuguese, and I've neglected my English viewers, and for that I am very sorry. It's just that I don't have that much time, like I explained to my Portuguese viewers. I don't have that much time anymore to make videos like I used to. I used to make a lot of videos every single week. I used to put them out consecutively, but right now, due to time strains, I don't have the capacity to do them anymore, and I'm really sorry about that. But the fact is that I don't want to abandon YouTube. My channel has been dying out very slowly. Slow, painful death, and I don't want that to happen because I raised the community by my own. I managed to get a lot of subscribers, in my opinion. I mean, I currently have 1.5k subscribers or 1.6k subscribers, and I know that that I'm an ant compared to many other popular YouTubers such as Lion RTX10, Total Biscuit, Heir of Carthage, all those people, Prince of Macedon, and all that. I know that I'm an ant compared to them, but it took me a lot of work to get this far. I mean, 1.6k subscribers is a lot to me, means a lot, and I know that a lot of you have been staying faithful and staying always waiting for me to post new content, and that's exactly what I don't want to die. I don't want you people to think that I'm going to stop making videos. I'm going to keep doing videos. I'm going to keep producing them. It's going to be at a slower pace, I know, but that's how it's going to be for now. Once I get more time, once I have more availability to do so, I will get back to making videos. But without further ado, let's just proceed with this Let's Play. It's going to be a new Let's Play. It's going to be with Portugal in the Great War mod for Napoleon Total War. I stopped doing the other parts because the reason why I stopped making videos was not just because of the time, was also because I lost all the Let's Plays I did because my computer froze once again, and it was a real pain in the ass to go back and start a new Let's Play, so I kind of got a little bit demotivated to do videos once again for some time. And then as time went on, I just completely, just froze my channel for a bit. Right now we're going to do Portuguese campaign in World War One. It's my country, as you know, and Portugal right now in World War One was a country in the shitter. There is nothing redeemable about Portugal in this instant. We are completely not just a very peripheral country in Europe at this time, but we're also a very sad and warlike country as well. I mean, there is so here's the story. Portugal in 1910 passed to be a republic. You see, as you can see here, this mod still needs a lot of work in progress, and it still has a bit of the vanilla aspects to it. We're still an absolute monarchy. Manuel the First, that's really wrong. It's Manuel the Second, and it's also not a freaking king that we had at this point. I don't even know why they placed Manuel the Second's picture in this mod, because he will never be used. But anyway, unless we place a revolution places him again in a monarchy. But currently this is the Portuguese flag, the Republican flag. We're supposed to be a monarchy, a republic, and it's supposed to be the Portuguese First Republic. And the Portuguese First Republic is, just like many republics, first republics of the world, it was a really sad state. Portugal was constantly in small civil wars. First of all, with numerous monarchic or monastic, let's call it like that, factions. We had a small civil war where a second, okay, no traits, where a second independent state that was ruled by a monarchy, let's call it like that, ruled the north, and it's literally called the monarchy of the north, and it ruled the city of Porto and all of the north for 25 days, and that led to a small civil war, and the Republican Party sent many militant troops to the north and completely wiped them out. The ruler of that monarchy was not the king, was not Manuel II. In fact, Manuel II did not support an aggressive way to obtain the throne once again. He actually wanted to have a very diplomatic approach, and he almost got that diplomatic approach with one of the first Republic presidents, which was Sidónio Pais. And as you can see, who won the what? All right, and as you can see, just by seeing that first Republic president would submit to when he won something of a banker. All right, anyway. All right, the traits. So as you can see, already see by seeing a president forsaking his ideals of a monarchy in favor of a ruling king, already gives you this picture that the First Republic is not what it cracks out to be, and in fact it isn't. The First Republic was a time where it ruled for 16 years, exactly 16 years, and then in 1926 started in 1910, and during these 16 years you would think, oh, I mean, it probably had around let's say around four presidents, and maybe around I don't know, 8 governments, maybe like that, and stable government and all that, but it's still a reasonable number for that. Well, no. In 16 years, Portugal had, for its first republic, it had 56 or 53 governments and 9 presidents in 16 years. Can you believe that? And that's a lot. That's really a lot. And the reason why that happened was due to the fact that there were a lot of coups d'etats all the time. It was really almost all the time. It became like a really big problem for the First Republic to control the coups d'etats, because there were problems inside the let me just see, what do you become? Competent. All right. Well, screw you then. The various parties, and let me say that the First Republic had a lot of freaking parties. There was too many parties for a freaking government to stay stable. Let me just put this army over here, just to protect our port, and Spain is probably going to declare war on us. I'm expecting Spain to declare war on us. This first part will be only like an economic part. I don't intend on going to war. I mean, this Let's Play will be focused on the Iberian Peninsula, because let's face it, Portugal, as the mod is now, I don't know how they plan to do Portugal in the future. But I do hope that they do make the CEP, the Expeditionary Corps, and also give Portugal a very nice historical accuracy and all that, because Portugal was not a very important nation in World War I, but had its importance in Africa, not in Europe. But as I was saying, the First Republic had a lot of parties, and inside these parties, new factions were being created all the time. One supporting one president, other supporting this president, and it was a freaking hellhole all the time. So yeah, it was really hard to maintain a government like that. But still, the First Republic survived, and the government of Bernardino Machado was the government that signed the declaration of war against Germany at England's request, because the Germany had a lot of its ships stationed in Lisbon for supplying, and England just asked Portugal to capture these ships, just to apprehend them, and that's what Portugal did. And after that, the Kaiser just, the Kaiser just went to hell with the Portuguese, and yeah, after that, well, potatoes happened. Stallholder, so why aren't you a 4-star? Oh, wait a second. Oh, there you go. And now I have a 5-star treasurer. That's good. Alright, industrial mills. What can I do? Oh, I can make mortars. Oh, but I need research. Alright, but I can make light howitzers and field guns. Alright, what I need also is create more infrastructure. But not right now. Not right now. I need a lot more soldiers. I need to feed this army. I need to create also better population management. Alright. Okay, so and 2 days, I think, after Bernardino Machado's signing of the declaration of war against Germany, coup d'etat happened, and Bernardino Machado had to exile himself. I think he exiled in France, and then he went to Africa. I think he went to Angola. I don't remember. And after that, he came back after another coup d'état for a president that actually supported a lot of the views of Bernardino Machado. Rose to power. But how do I say? He came back later. And he became the last president of the new republic. So he had 2 mandates, and yeah, both his mandates he suffered a coup d'état. I think the only president that had 4 years of mandate, or a mandate concluded, I think it was Manuel something. I don't remember his name, but I think that only one president was able to sustain the entire office. So yeah, that's a huge problem, as you can see. So the First Republic had a lot of civil wars. There were constant wars all the time in mainland Portugal. There is nothing literally that the state could actually do to protect its citizens, and yeah, that's all that ever happened. And yeah, it was really hard for the government to maintain such a state. So yeah, it was really hard for it to happen. So the First Republic, the economy was shit, really. Everything was shit, really. No, there was like I said, there is nothing redeemable of the First Republic. The only thing that I can say that the First Republic nailed it is that it was probably the first constitution in Europe, the 1911 constitution, probably the only constitution in Europe that actually had values of the 21st century. Because many people in the Republic constitutions, in the new Republic's constitutions, had a lot of values that still resembled 19th century values, especially in Britain. Because of the Victorian age, many people still reviled themselves in that age. Queen Victoria was considered the prime maiden of British nationalism at the time, and Portugal had this really progressive, but at the same time, let's call it regressive mind, because it was too progressive for its time. And there was a lot of conflicts with, wow, thanks, plus free clamor for reform, thanks very much. Cultural differences, why? Anyway, whatever. I'll decrease the taxes later, no problem. I want for people to, I want the population to grow. That's why I built this, the fields. I'll need airplanes. Spain is friendly to me right now, so let's keep it at that. I don't have any allies. I also wanted England to become my ally, but it doesn't seem that that will ever happen. But anyway, it had too the 21st century values were too progressive for its time, and that shit. And that doomed the Portuguese Republic's stability, because after that, Portugal maintained this huge war against the church. It was really anti-Catholic, and also the women got voting rights. Women had voting rights, and women still couldn't go to work. This was a very traditional country, might I add. So women getting the vote was really, really something that just couldn't happen at this time. So yeah, freak. Wait a second. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy a general. 16,000. Damn it. Should have built a ship. But yeah, either way. See if I can have an alliance with Great Britain right now. Damn it. Don't have that big of an army against Spain. Damn it, and they have a full stack army, Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm pretty sure I'll prevail. I mean, I've always managed to prevail and face adversities. I try too much to establish the industry in my country too fast. Shouldn't have wasted money on infrastructure right away. Yeah, I guess that's how it goes. Yay. See if I can get peace. Reese species. No. There's peace. What if I peace, and I'll give you military access for 10 turns? What if I give you for I don't know. Ah shit. If I give you military access indefinite time. Yeah. Alright. If I gave England military access for indefinite time. Alright. Screw you, England. Alright, so I sustained a peace. A peace with Spain. I don't think it will last that long, but at least will last for maybe 2 more turns. Maybe. Pretty sure he'll start pouring armies all over the place right now. So yeah, I don't give a frick. But yeah, Spain has a lot of territories, and that's going to be a problem. But you know, the thing how the battles work here in the Great War mod are very different from Napoleon. Battles are really fast. So yeah, we have to always position our armies the correct way. And taking a city is always a pain in the ass in this mod. So yeah, so we can't waste that much time. County administration. Cost of constructing buildings in this region. Sharpshooters, but I'll need rifle scopes, and that will never happen. Not while I only have one province. Only one province. That's what I wanted to say. I'll keep making rifle infantry, old rifle infantry. And I'll make a cargo ship. I'll probably make a transport ship. Let me give a like that. Oh, you don't even accept a gift. Alright, screw you then. Why? Anyway. Let me see if I can make a general now. Oh, it's okay. Right, just gonna do one last turn. Just see the ministers. Oh, frick. Damn it, man. Why you do this to me? Alright. Okay. Well, this is probably the last turn. So, yeah, Portugal had success in the African campaigns. It suffered some heavy defeats, but also gained some nice victories as well against the German colonial empire. Let's call it like that. It helped out the British maintain its lines as well as the South African coalition. So it was a well-succeeded campaign. Let's call it like that. And the European campaign didn't have that much funding because a government that changed all of their members all the time was really not really that great of a country to a government to maintain an army. So yeah, it was really it was really to be expected that the Portuguese war machine, let's call it like that. I don't want to say that word again because it's not a word that makes sense for Portugal. But the Portuguese war machine, shit, I said it again. The Portuguese war machine did not have that impact on Europe because the army, since Portugal was constantly at war with different minor factions inside of it, it was really hard to actually modernize the army, and literally the uniforms of the Portuguese soldiers during this time, many of the boots were old boots from the British Army, and the Portuguese had a gun for their rifle infantry called the Mauser Vergueiro, and thanks Spain, and the Mauser Vergueiro was imported all the time. From Austria, and Austria was actually making a lot of money for Portugal. Because of the patents and all that, and Portugal wanted to make this gun theirs, but the gun was really outdated. It was a Victorian Aragon, let's call it like that. And so yeah, Portugal did not have a very good functioning army. It was probably the most. Oh, what is this? Scripting farm buildings. All right. So I'm gonna do this. Let's see if by decreasing the taxes a bit, if my city can make more money now. Because I mean, I don't want this the um, short-term investment. I want some long-term investment as well. I want my city to increase its income, increase its population, and become a trading hub. That's what I want for my faction. I need to make a general, and I need to make a general fast, because it will be the only cavalry unit I'll have at my disposal. And I'm pretty sure Spain has a lot of really a lot of cannons ready for battle. And I'm really pretty sure. Okay, so they still don't have any allies, but usually they always ally themselves to. They always ally themselves to France. Present state gift. I don't have money for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna end this one last turn because this game is fun. This mod is really fun. It's one of my favorite mods. It's probably the favorite mod for Napoleon Total War. I also like Darth mode for Napoleon Total War. It works really well. It's a really nice mod. Let's see. Okay, Spain didn't do shit, but it has a lot of armies. I'm wondering if they're preparing to attack France, because they're usually allied to France at this point. So that would be cool. If I can gain an alliance with England, and since England is allied to France, usually they always join wars with each other. But I really want to maintain good relations with the allies. Just one quick note for you people that don't know about my country. I'm in World War One. Portugal joined World War One in 1916, so it was late in the war. Not late; it was in the middle. It was in the middle of the war. It was in the middle of the war, and let me just call this, because that's how they used to call them, and what we still call NRP. NRP Santo Amaro. That's it. Portugal joined late in the war, and yeah, the CEP was its main core army. We had 200 strong men, so it wasn't that big of an army compared to other European countries' armies. But it was still a very oh, just look at how much the population grew in one turn, from 3.8 million to 4 million. And it also increased income of the city by a bunch. So I'm going to continue this policy of not increasing the taxes that much. We're not in war, so we don't need that at this point. Morally impaired. Oh my god, Simão Ferreira. Okay, just one more turn. I mean, just one more turn wouldn't hurt. Also, my relationship with England is growing as well, so that's good. Right, just this last turn, and probably Spain is going to declare war on me again. I hope not. I really hope not. I still want to maintain a nice army, but it's coming for us. Look at that. And they have a good general. Jesus Christ. Forgot that they have Military access. That's why. That's why they're moving their army there. So I'll probably have no choice, but yeah, there's no choice. I have to go to war with Spain. Okay, the Deutsches Reich. And the CEP was completely dissolved after the Battle of La Liege, which was the most major defeat the Portuguese army ever faced. Oh, you're right wing. Oh, people will not like you. Oh, but minus 3% recruitment cost. Alright. In a way, that's good. In another way, it sucks. Just look at how much our population is growing over time. Jesus. I'll keep doing this unit. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Oh, but they have a lot of militia. Probably that's what the Spanish army consists most of. Militia. Yes. I'll probably press that for my advantage. But anyway, finally this is then the last turn. People, well, I hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have enjoyed this part, teaching you a bit about my country's history in the contemporary sense. I am not an expert in contemporary history. I only liked contemporary history in World War One and World War Two, but still, I don't know that much specifics about both of them. But I'll try to keep you informed of what I know about my country. I do know quite a bit of my country, so so yeah, I'll keep as this campaign goes. I'll keep you informed. Now, just a heads up, I don't believe that I'm going to win this campaign. As I stated, my main objective is to control the whole of Spain, and I think just in that regard, it's going to be really hard. Even though the battles here are very different of how they are in Napoleon, but. But yeah, I haven't played this mod in a long time. I haven't played any Total War in a long time. Um, so yeah, but I'm going to do my best to win this. If I fail, well, you know, bonkers. But at least I tried. At least I tried, and that's what I'm that's what I'm going to push on to do. Try my best. To give a good series, even if it lasts only 5 parts or so. But at least I have tried. All right, people. Well, I hope you enjoyed this this big part. I'm not gonna call it little. This part, and I will see you guys next time.